Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you watch this channel. I believe you are glued on your screens watching how RAILA was received at the JKIA. The incident at the JKIA left so many people shocked. I think the military must have underestimated the supporters of RAILA. That is why if you go to a certain scenario at KASARANI, there was a bizarre incident whereby we were told, based on the videos that surfaced, that KDF, that bees attacked KDF. I don't know how many of you were paying attention to that incident.
Ruga, wanajeshi wamepatana na wanajeshi wengine. Maafisa wa jeshi pale wanalala chali, wanaogopa nyuki.
Wamelala. Nani sasa ndio kitu yake? Wameharibu. Wanakufa.
Wale mpiga picha pale na anakimbilia usalama wake, manake hawa wanajeshi nao hawajui utaratibu nyuki yani. Kwa hiyo maana na wanajeshi wamelala pale chini kujikinga. Hawa nyuki hawajui bunduki, huwezi kuwapiga kwa bunduki.
Now what is happening in that video, you can see KDF have been forced to take cover, the normal way how they normally dodge any threat that comes on them. So wamelala pale, and the main reason why they've done that is so that wale nyuki waende. Someone was trying to say that maybe this was a message to the KDF, because there was plan that this all ceremony be done militarily. RAILA was to be given, in fact he has been given a presidential kind of honor, for those of you who've been following the proceedings. But if you go back to the issue of JKIA, ask yourself one question: did Ruto receive RAILA in that during that time? There was a scenario whereby wale supporters wa RAILA they overpowered the police. And there was also a case whereby individual pandemic. So that was not expected. They never expected that it would happen that way, but it did happen. The good thing is that that aeroplane was not damaged. Maybe they were just wanted to do some cleansing kitu kama hiyo, because ukiangalia vizuri unapata kwa palikuwa na matawi. There was a very important reason why they were doing that. Now let's get back to the incident at KASARANI.
Maafisa wa jeshi pale wanalala chali, wanaogopa nyuki. Wale mpiga picha.
Now the KDF have been forced to take cover because bees invaded the place. Someone jokingly told me that was a message from RAILA that these people need to slow down and allow supporters to take over. You see, when there was that convoy from the JKIA towards the parliament building, because of course the first plan, according to the plan, was that RAILA was supposed to be put at the parliament building for viewing, but because the numbers kept growing, it was not easy. They had to change the plan and allow KASARANI to be where RAILA's body was to be taken. So for those of you who've been following that incident also, if you look at the roads, Vanyalko convoy and Apande KASARANI, again, gunshot had to be fired. Again, there was a specific reason why gunshots had to be fired, because the people blocked the convoy. There was no way the convoy could proceed into KASARANI. So after this shooting and the like, then come another incident whereby now bees attack KDF. The big question is, after attacking KDF, why did they attack the mourners when the people had come into the compound? So these were strong reasons. I could link everything, about RAILA to the attacks by the bees. I wanted to pay attention to this more incidences that took place when all this were happening. Raila was given a state honor, yes, but Raila supporters took over the whole event and forced things to be done their way. That is why you find that after long wait, people are allowed to watch, to view Raila Amolo Odinga's body. Even after they were asked to go home, they could not, they didn't want to go home.
Bunge ni ndogo sana kwa baba. Baba is too big for bunge. Ukiangalia gate zote, hii gate imejaa, gate ingine huko juu imejaa, gate ya huku chini yote imejaa, na JKA imejaa. Baba being a movement, bunge cannot be sufficient for him. Kwa sababu hata kupanga queue italeta shida na italeta stampede.
I think there had to be some deliberation from the ODM people to allow supporters to view Raila Amolo Odinga, because they believe that they're the ones who made Raila Amolo Odinga the person he is, not the leaders. The supporters are the ones who gave Raila Amolo Odinga that strength that he's always had. Always, if you remember Raila Amolo Odinga's politics, all the time when he would, he wanted some consultations, he would go to Kasarani. He would ask the people whether the people are okay with it. If the people okay it, he would move on and probably implement what he wanted. So he always relied on the people. So there was no way his supporters were going to be denied entry into that place to view his body. That's the biggest message that I could understand from the issue of the bees invasion. Just go below in the comment section and tell us what to think about that incident. Perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe and like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.